What is good, Straw Hat Crew? Welcome back to another video. You already know, it's a banger. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, and for today's title, we got the T-App is the biggest Uno reverse of all time. I know y'all been seeing the T-App. Ladies, so y'all got doxxed. Hey, I told y'all should have known. Y'all should have known that childish ass app, grown ass women getting on there for okay. Let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this. Maybe, possibly, maybe it was like 10% for safety. Maybe 90% of it was literally just for drama, to spread some rumors, and to chat. It's literally it, bro. To chat about some people. Cause that's. Let me stop. We just got to the video. We just got into the videos. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it.
This tea is good. Every once in a while, something gets injected into the culture that is undeniably undeniable, and it's something that has to be talked about by any and everybody. And this weekend was the good old-fashioned T-App. The T-App, which is alluding to the gossipy tea type conversations, was created for women so they could give off the red flags about the men in their area so they can have better opportunities and options and knowledge when going to date.
And you want to know something? Dudes do this too. But they do this in a much different way. When I'm talking to a girl, right, and I want to find out if she's a goer, a wife, or something in between, I'm gonna go ask my mans for the scouting report. If he don't know the scouting report, there's a nigga that's best friends with her friend's best friend that could get the scout. There's ways to get the scouting report that doesn't revolve around this, right? I don't know, man. Maybe that's just niggas, and maybe that's the difference between men and women. But I just don't see if Dior said this shit on one of his videos. If niggas came out with one of these apps, I don't see it hitting off. Like, I don't see that shit popping. Cause I'm not getting on here. I don't have the time, bro. I'm not doing that.
It's supposed to be a safety tool. One that I think a lot of people would agree with. Dating can be so expensive, so cumbersome, so taxing on the mental that we need things like the T-App on the internet. Specifically, if you stick to the site's intended purpose. You know, dating safety tools to protect women. There's about 5 million women on the app and use it to find verified green flag men, run background checks, identify potential catfish, verify he's not a sex offender, or check his criminal history. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Everything except for the green flag, that green flag shit, that doesn't mean anything. The four right here, these four right here are all great. These are all great additions to the app. These are all great. But that's not what they were using it for. That's just not what it was getting used for. Maybe like I said, 10%, but like
identify potential catfish, verify he's not a sex offender, or check his criminal history. The app's intended purposes are perfect, and I think it's something that should be existing in the world. However, the original creator, who created the app because of his mother's terrible dating choices, people that were committing DV, alcoholics, etc., did not factor in that people joining the app would be jealous, vindictive, bitter, and just quite messy. See, because while the app was supposed to be exposing people like Gucci Third Leg, who was out here burning people, or you know, somebody who might have been a criminal coming to rob you of your purse or whatever,
like niggas like P Diddy, niggas like Bill Cosby, you know, real super villains. You know what I'm saying? Some EDP ass niggas. We just watched it. Hey, if y'all ain't seen that, go watch it. That fat ass nigga trying to make a comeback. We not letting them back into space. But yeah, niggas like that. Abusers, you know what I'm saying, some real evil niggas. But instead you got the whole nigga that has 70 bodies that you let clap, but now you feel like you shouldn't have let him clap because he swindled your ass. He hit you with max level manipulation and you couldn't handle it. So now you have to get on here and act like you the victim. Get your manipulation game up. I don't know what to tell you.
Case maybe, or even worse, stalkers or people who are literally lining women up to end their lives. It ultimately became filled with bitter and jealous women who decided to take advantage of the app and, you know, out anybody who disrespected them. Simple ghostings were put on the app, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to ghost somebody. It's most likely your fault.
We need more apps like T. I think T or apps like it could change society as a whole. I think we would start to see the comeback of real gentlemen, of real yearners, of real
I'm pausing a lot, man. Y'all know how we get down though. But bro, no. Listen. The T app was nothing full there was no oh, this is what he could have done better. This is what he could have done better. There was no structural criticism. It was just straight tear down criticism. It was just this. So what are we talking about? We're bringing back gentlemen. If anything, you're just gonna make more incels.
lovers because y'all T is getting clocked.
See, I actually do agree with her in theory. The great thing about the T app or other review type things is that the world is getting so costly, so time consuming, so cumbersome that people want to expedite and get straight to the meat and potatoes. That's why TikTok blew up. No more fluff, just right to the point. It's great to be able to see what you're getting into before you actually get into it. But the problem with these review-based websites, no different than Yelp or Google reviews, is that it really only features jaded people. Think about it. When you go and leave a review, it's either because the company themselves incentivized you to leave a review, or you were so upset at what happened that day that you go and leave a review. You could have visited a restaurant, a movie theater, an amusement park 10 times, and on that 11th time that you went, you got a bad experience. That's when you're leaving the review, but not the other, 10 times that you go. So it's not the app in and of itself. It's really a testament to society, what they value, etc., etc. Now, granted, when I did see some snippets and screen recordings of the T app, I did see green flags being posted on there. But for the most part, it was a bunch of red flags. And the shit that was being red flagged wouldn't be considered red flags.
In a palm burner inspection, I think too many people are using it not for good. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff that I saw, my feelings was kind of hurt. Oh my God, like y'all mean, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and this is not me being a pick me. I could not give a fuck less about a fucking nigga, and I gets niggas. I don't have to worry about no fucking app anyway. I would never even have to ask a bitch about my nigga, cause you ain't me. But really, I think some people are dragging it. Then I saw some where it's just like, damn, y'all are kind of just like spilling tea that's not like relevant to what's going on. Like talking about niggas' medical conditions and not like this nigga.
Yeah, see, bro, it be shit like when I met him, he was broke. He didn't have no money. Yeah, when I met him, he had a fucking collapsed lung. He couldn't even go on a fucking hike with me. It be shit like that. Like, what the fuck is the point? And when I met you, your shit smelled like fucking SeaWorld level 5. But I never brought that up. I never brought up the fact that you had a motherfucking mountain near forest in charge of your shit, bro. I never brought that up. You always bringing up bullshit. I never brought up the fact that one of your breasts was bigger than the other one. I never brought that up. Damn.
He has an STD. Like, this nigga has Crohn's disease. Why would you say that?
That's so weird.
Why would you say that? Y'all getting a little too excited about the internet. Bitch, it's anonymous.
Now, because the T app didn't have any safeguards or anything like that, it was okay and allowed for these types of reviews to go up. Now, did this have any effect on their dating history? No. If that man has Crohn's disease, I'm pretty sure that's something that he would feel comfortable sharing with a potential partner, but why do you feel comfortable outing them? I don't know. It just exposed how evil-natured women in this instance are. And even in the scenario, from my understanding, some of the stuff that was being told on the app weren't necessarily like red flags, or more so it exposed the bad dating habits of the women at hand. Like, they would tell stories about how a situation happened and people would be asking, well, girl, that was easily sniffed out at the beginning. How did you get $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in debt with this man? Now, because this tea was so doggone piping hot, you knew that ultimately the British were going to be coming for it fast. Y'all get it? The British are coming. Paul Revere's Ride the Tea.
My fault, Chuck.
Boston Tea Party. I'm really a historian for real.
Yo, all y'all on that new T app? 3 girls getting leaked. There was a big data breach.
So I was scrolling on TikTok. I seen this, like, I'm pretty sure I seen this clip. I said, oh yeah, I'm about to go see who made a video about it. Man. Can you imagine? You thought you were going on an app. You thought you was all good, privacy 100. Nobody ain't never gonna know I was even on it. It's all anonymous. They never even gonna know I was on it. Wake up the next day, you scrolling your TikTok. You about to get on the T app here in a minute. You just going on TikTok doing your daily doom scroll. You see your picture. You see your picture. Not only do you see your picture, you see your license, and then underneath your license, you see your address. I seen a fucking clip. It had the whole United States map, a whole bunch of pings on it. Like the whole map was full of pings. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. If niggas have this app and they get on it, they're some dumbasses. The bitches that got this app, they got on it, you're some dumbasses. It's just dumbass all around. It's a lot of dumbassery.
Every woman who put someone's picture up there is cooked. They got all the pictures. So basically, if you put your ID, which you need your ID to put someone's face on there, you're cooked. They got your photo, they got who you put on there, and everybody knows. They even got y'all IDs, bro. They're locked in. This is a dub for the dudes out here. If you seen yourself on that app, you're able to literally see the person's ID and the person's face who put it on there, because there was a data breach. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If your face is on there, bro, go on there right the fuck now.
Women are anonymously spilling the tea on men they dated on a new viral app, which has just been hacked after gaining a huge influx of new users.
I had a female friend of mine go undercover on the T app, and I found that there were some women talking about me. They were clearly just upset. They felt that they got slighted. Is there anything we could do about this? This is defamation. This is entirely untrue.
T promises anonymity to its users, but on Friday morning, it confirmed to NBC News that 72,000 photos were accessed without authorization, including 13,000 account verification photos that were supposed to be kept private.
This is a searchable map of all of the driver's licenses that just got leaked because of the T app. I tried to tell y'all this was what this was. Now, you not only got to worry about your information.
I don't know if this is what this was. I think this originally started out as a great idea. Like I said in the beginning, I think this idea was great. I think it was a good way for women to stay safe. But women, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that for them. They had to make it a gossip center too. It couldn't just be an information bank. It had to be a gossip center as well. Losing train of thought. Give me a second. Fuck. Alright, Chad, we gonna go with it now.
Getting leaked. But they done literally mapped out all of your locations.
Now, this is quite disappointing from my perspective because I think that there's good intentions in the T app.
Oh, what I was gonna say, the T app was made to be a safe thing, right? But then all the gossip and everything like that. But the new influx of people that came in, a lot of the people, some of the people that came in on that app were not girls. There's definitely some niggas out there that could get around the system, that could get around it to where they could get in there and not being a girl. So what I'm thinking happened is some niggas got in there, they seen they shit, the nigga was like, oh hell no, I'm blowing this whole shit up. Hacked into this shit, and you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the company did just leak their shit. Either way,
its inception, specifically from the guy that created it. Now, should there have been more power and dollars behind the protection that needed to be done? Yeah, because from my understanding and what I was able to research, this wouldn't be necessarily called a hack, but this person put this on a publicly accessible database, and all you had to do was some select star from statements and go ahead and drop down, do your sorts, your order bys, your groupings correctly, and you would have been able to find any pictures and IDs that you wanted. It was quite easy to find this information, and that's the sad part about it. While this app was supposed to be protecting people, it put people at risk, and one of the only reasons why it did this is because people went and did nefarious things to this app. It's a catch-22 psyop Black Mirror episode. It's quite gross. But outside of the fact that it was literally not safeguarded at all, I think the app still provides some sort of good usage, and I champion anybody that's creating any sort of male version of this exact same app along with others on the internet.
Yeah, so I downloaded the T page. Don't get me wrong, I'm single, but I was just being nosy trying to see who was on there. But one thing I noticed, y'all bitches ain't got no morals. A girl will post a dude and he look halfway decent. All y'all in the comments asking for his IG, talk about, oh, I'm trying to crack necks. I'm trying to crack neck. What? She just wrote all this about the man, and just cause he...
Hey, niggas are the same way too. So I guess the shit is even, because niggas will be the same way. You could be like, yeah, she beat the fuck out of me. Yeah, man, she was going. It could be anything. She bad though. What's the IG? Shit. What's the IG looking like?
look good. You trying to crack necks?
One of the other things that the T app exposes is that women have terrible dating habits. Now, I think men do too, but hey, this is not our app on trial. This is your app on trial. That user was talking about how a man can be posted on the app and be painted as the most terrible person, and everybody underneath the app in the comment section saying, hey, that won't be me in this situation. I'm ready to get down to Pound Town. Mind you, the intended purposes of the app are to say that he is somebody who is the worst of the worst. He's done X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. to me. These are part of the problems as to why modern day dating is cooked. People are so lonely that they're even willing to remove themselves from hearing red flags, seeing red flags, acknowledging red flags in any attempt to get any sort of human affection or touch or love. Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti T app at all. I'm not anti any sort of review type platform. And in fact, I actually do think that it is very much needed. I think oftentimes we get into situations where we invest a bunch of time, effort, and energy into dating or, you know, seeking love in someone. And ultimately we put on rose-colored glasses because, you know, we haven't seen physical touch and emotion in a long time. You know that the male...
I'd say, I don't know. I'd say the females probably do need something that they can at least look for, like sexual predators in the area or shit like that. Something that they could at least help them. The niggas, I guess, that's just kind of the game. That's how it's always been. You kind of meet somebody, get to know them. You don't fuck with them, or you do fuck with them, and then you leave that situation, you meet somebody else, you get to know them. It's kind of been the thing for forever. But I get it. The game's changed. It's a lot more dangerous out here, so I would understand if each side wanted an app as well. So just know, I would understand it.
Loneliness epidemic is up. You know, the female loneliness epidemic is up. People want to find love and stop getting their heart broken. The problem with this is that people are so jaded, women in this instance, that they are willing to leave some of the worst reviews in the world. It's sloppy. It's exposing more about them as opposed to the dude involved in the situation. You writing the fact that the guy looks gay to you or that he is some sort of liar and master manipulator, only to find out that you're homophobic or you're the loser in the situation, or you're enabling the behavior, says more about you than it does Tyrone, who is borrowing money.
That's facts, though. He ain't capping. It's who you choose to be with that you're having these encounters with. At a certain point, no. At a certain point, it's your fault. No, I'm being for real. If you've been with 50 abusive people over your entire life, you've been with 50 abusers, that is your fault. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. 50? No. You're making horrible decisions. You're getting your men from like bars and fucking motorcycle clubs and shit. I don't know where you're getting them from. But 50's in fucking insane.
Yeah. How the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what? Nigga, I only worked one job with females, bro. And I was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't fuck with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. Peep this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked.
That's the niggas T app. That is a niggas T app. Oh, bro, no, you don't. Oh, hell no, bro. Listen, I already look. Yeah, she was doing tricks on it. You don't want that. Trust. That's the niggas T.
There's nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I set the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit.
And it's even worse that these things can be
That
filled
nigga was
with
hot.
nothing but lies. Now, if I had to build my own version of the app, what would happen is everyone can register on the platform. In order for you to write some sort of review, you have to fill out their first name and potential email address, or I don't know, tag their username or something like that. You have to submit some video explanation. It can be anonymous. We can do some voice altering, and you have to provide evidence to it. And then once you submit a claim against me, Omar, I get a notification to do a counterclaim on you. Let the public get the whole story about what's going on, not let it be some one-sided thing. And of course, we're kicking off any sort of silly dating things like, I don't know, he can't dress well or anything like that. That's stupid as fuck. That has nothing to do with people being protected from predators. One last thing to add is that if I look at all the modern day dating content or resources that are currently out there, it clearly seems to me that we need some sort of class or some sort of teaching on dating, not from the internet gurus who are trying to sell some sort of self-help book, but some of these things seem to be very much.
I just think people need help. We don't need any classes. Niggas need to go sit with themselves in a fucking remote cannon for like, I don't know, like a week. Reflect on their fucking brain. Your shit's fried. Your shit is fried, bro. Like, dude, there's just so much shit. Like, the T-app, like Tinder, fucking Hinge. Like, we just got so many different fucking bullshit. Our brains are cooked, bro. Dating is never gonna be the same.
When I watch Pop the Balloon, they're popping off of
20v1s, fuck!
surface level and shallow things, and when I look into the T-app, they're reporting surface level and shallow things. They're also on both platforms ignoring clear as day red flags, but continuing down the relationship, only to later down the line complain about this stuff. And we can see these things be laid out on TikTok stories, Twitter stories, or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, all it tells to me is that people have hard times dating because they are brain dead and clueless, and we.
Hey, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. People have a hard time dating because they take their same baggage they had from their previous relationship, they bring it over here, and then they expect it to be like a new thing. Like, for instance, if, say, their last relationship, their man didn't pay for shit. Like, he never paid for nothing. He was always just mooching. Even when she would ask him to pay for shit, he'd be like, nah, I don't got it, man. I can't pay for it. Whatever the case may be. And then she comes over here, and, like, I don't pay for something one time. And it's a big problem. That's when it's like, and it's like, I've been through this before. I just got them paying for 6 months. You're good. Like, calm down. With that being said, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.
She call me Luda, bitch, I roll out with my shooters. She wanna fuck me in a Plymouth Barracuda. I got my gun on, yeah, she know I'm